present for you.
Come now. You're finished. Trying to impress me?
Let's keep it up. What's a pleasure?
Crud!
Shall we? Oh no. Be careful.
Leave the cover fire to yours truly. Put up. Shut up.
Wait for me.
Appreciate it. Help me out.
Shall we?
This one's free. Yeah, I'll take them all.
Let's not get hasty.
Bet it all on the hot enough for you.
Love you tender.
Go follow me.
If you
Got eyes
insist.
on him. Did the damn thing, didn't we? Bet it all on the bullet.
Let's keep it up.
Come on. Look alive.
You have my aid.
Leave the cover fire to yours truly. It's go time. Eat this.
Watch out! This one means business!
Come on. Go time.
Crimson
Sucks to be you. Fire in the hole. Been saving this one. Holy!
Refreshing.
I owe you one. That all? It's go time, baby. Hot enough for you?
Let's go!
Shall we?
You got it. This should do the trick. Oh yeah! Blast up! This is gonna burn. Fire in the hole!
Very well.
Got a bullet. Here goes. Get it off.
Wrap the stuff in a bacon! Try not to move!
Put up or shut up. Go time.
Just try to break through.
Yes, sir.
Come, Crimson Thorn.
Here! Keep it up!
Hot enough for you?
Drawn to my heart. Unfurl your flag.
Don't let up.
You want more? Now or never!
Left.
They're in my
Let's
sights.
go. Look at us
Move
go!
it. Keep 'em coming. Got sights on 'em. Piercing. Punishment. EO.
I know! Let's do it!
You
got it. Saving this one.
I'm right behind you.
Fire in the hole.
Summon Rome!
Little present for you.
Captain!
Way ahead of you! Watch out!
It's go time.
Bring it! Prominence flare!
Still got it. Wait
Come
up.
on!
Let's go.
No prob.
Like what it is.
Let's finish this sucker.
You have me worried.
Appreciate it.
Too hot to handle? Take them out!
Left.
Send them
Let's
back.
go! Prisoners!
Never know what'll happen. Stay alert, folks. It's go time. Fire! Bring out the big gun.
Full bloom.
Take him. This one's
You
free.
take the lead.
Bullseye, baby.
You got that
Why
right?
yes?
Let's
I agree.
keep it up!
Too late to run away, bud. Bring out the big gun.
Let none escape.
Trigger would love to.
I love watching you work.
Heads up, people. Couldn't have said it better myself. Trigger finger's itching. Sucks to be you. It's go. Crud.
Don't get careless!
My hero.
Come on.
Bury
You
them.
like that?
Let's do it!
Leave the color fire to yours truly. Trigger finger is itching. Oh yeah.
Full bloom.
Fire. Bring it.
Take my thorn.
That's a good one!
Come on. It's go time.
What do you think? Unfurl your
It's
pluck.
go time, baby. Rain hell on
You
me.
satisfy me.
Follow me!
After you.
Get a face full of it! Get ready for the next one!
You make a good meal.
Yep, eyes on the prize. Better. Trigger finger is itching. Don't let up.
Full bloom.
Go time.
This should do the trick.
Bet it all on the book. Oh, they're mad now. Ashes to ashes, and dust to dust. EO.
I know!
Hot enough for ya?
Chicken
Got a bullet for ya. Bring it. Red detonation. Oh, cover fire's my
Go
special.
on, tell us more.
It's go time.
What do you think?
Trigger finger isn't saving this one. Sucks to be you. Fire in the hole. Bring it.
We have to get you healed quick!
Holy. I'm coming, I'm
I'll
coming.
be right there.
Take back.
Fire!
Roses, come to my pride break.
Nice boost. Fortune favors the bold.
Here it goes!
Fire. That all? It's go time. Don't let up. Rain hell on him.
We won! How sassy!
Nice.
Oh, fun! Oh, all right!
Superb.
Go time. That all?
I know you'll get the job done. There, all saved up. Ooh, you better nab those limited items before they fly off the shelf. Let's do it! Want to strengthen your weapons? Want to temper your weapons? Till we uncap those weapons. Take care of yourselves, okay?
Bring it.
blizzard stopped.
An ill omen. We must hurry.
Take that! Pointy eye! Peekaboo. All right. Come on! Come on! Nice. Pointy eye! Pointy eye! Take that! Go time! Neat. You're mine. Hey.
That's one sturdy-looking door.
But no match for me. O primeval god of Belfrost's dominion, bestow thy grace, and guide us past the door of seclusion.
Hey, Tinny's here and looking for action.
Keep your eyes on that one. It's deadlier than the rest.
Protect Historia.
Pointy eye! Bring out the big...
Here comes
Been
more
saving
from the
this fire in the hole! This is gonna burn. Bet it all on the bullet. Trigger finger is itching. Too late to run away, bud. Bring out the...
No fair.
Bet it all on the... Trigger finger is itching. Bet it all on the bullet. Got a bullet for you. Fire!
Come on, Elaine.
Oh yeah!
Here comes more from the
Take
bridge.
that!
You want more?
It's go time! Come on! Rain hell on him! Sucks to be you!
Queen of Mellows.
Got a bullet?
Oh no! Historia's under threat. Step in.
Hot enough for you? Come on! Don't let up! Take that!
You're frozen stiff! I'll get him!
Fire! You should.
Before he asks in trouble! Go Presto, Daddy!
Come, Crimson Thorn.
Come on!
Join
Bring it!
together!
Little present for you! Bring out the big gun!
Now or never!
Coming right up! Ready to face the music? Got a bullet for
Boy,
you!
ass under fire!
Move it!
Step in!
Got the sights up! Piercing! Punishment! Fire! Rosetta?
Shall we? Sullen Rose!
Bet it all on the bullet! Trigger finger is itching! Come on! Go time! Bring it! Crimson Corruption!
Here comes Thor from the bridge!
Bring out the big gun!
Burn you up!
Lay
I
it
will
on!
love you tender. You want more? Don't.
The monster's
Don't let
directing
up.
his story as spell! We got it, that rough!
Rain hell on him! Fire! It's go time, baby!
What do you think?
It's go
They're
time!
crackling?
Got it in my sights. Trigger finger is itching. Whoa!
They're aiming for Historia!
Take that!
Come
Go
join.
time! Fire in the hole! Got a bullet for ya! Come on! Ever tasted lead? Have at it!
Here comes
This
Thor
should
from
do
the
the trick.
bridge!
Heads up, people! Hot enough
The
for
bigger
ya?
they are, the harder they blow!
The
Little
sword is on the
present for
verge
ya.
of completion.
Refreshing, isn't it?
It's go time! Come on!
Roses, come
Nice moves.
You want more?
Foul spawn.
Glad that's over.
It would be a shame to stop now.
At long last.
Go time!
It is hard to be quiet.
All right.
I know you'll get the job done. You're all set. Recorded. Take care of yourselves, okay?
You're mine. Found you, little buddy. Nice.
The altar lies ahead.
Reveal our path!
Huh? Isn't that Lyria? Hey!
Lyria!
Did she hear us? Hey! Lyria!
Lyria? What's this? Lyria. Stop! Ah! Another foe. Ah! Ah!
Historia!
You knave! What did you do to Lyria? Answer!
I wouldn't interfere if I were you.
Protect us.
Lyria is staying with us.
You may have beat us to a pulp last time, but your luck's run dry. Fire! Rain hell on them! Sucks to be you!
Embrace us. What's the big idea, Lyria? Why are you siding with that scorpion?
Come
Trigger
clean.
finger is itching.
Why did you kidnap Lyria?
Oh, now he's got nothing to say.
I don't like it, but we have ways of making him talk.
You will pay dearly!
Bring out the big gun! It's go time!
What do you think?
Fire in the hole!
Coming under my law.
Ready to face the mutants? This guy eats steel for breakfast? He's strong as hell!
First Galanza, now this dude. Where does Avia find these monsters?
His name is Id, one of Avia's top three.
Go time!
Said to be the Skydam's strongest. No wonder he's so tough.
But why would a man of his ferocity obey the church?
He may be Lilith's son. Details escape me, but it would explain much.
Jesus, little
Saving
kid,
this
huh?
one.
Supporting Mom is great and all, but think for yourself, man.
Lyria isn't acting like herself either. We must get to her.
Not quite.
Too hot to
Set it off!
What do you think?
Healthy as a horse. Take that! This guy's too good. Can't get a clean hit on him. Fire!
Time's up. Do it, Lyria.
Yes. Sprint forth. Wolf of Icy Mist, Manic Armor.
Come back here!
I shall thaw this storm.
Historia! You aren't hurt, are you?
Worry not, young one. Now it is I who shall support you. Virgin spring of Aster's bloom, by Melosa's steel, I find thee.
It's go time, baby.
Should the primeval god remain unquelled, the sun will never kiss these skies again. All my magic shall be with you.
Thanks, Historia. We can take it
Ever
from
tasted
here.
lead? Not gonna let us waltz on by, is it? We'll go through it. It's go time. Zipping around like lightning. Can't get crosshairs on it.
Follow its movement. That horn will be furious like a pig on a spit.
That all? Trigger fire in the hole! Bring out the big gun! Bring it!
Wake up!
Get a load of this!
We were in perfect sync. I guess so. We're not
Trigger
careful.
finger.
Here it comes.
Little present for ya. Bet it all.
Where'd it go?
It's moving too fast for the eye to follow. Stay calm. Learn its pattern of attack.
Watch out! That's the club!
Hot enough for ya?
Whoa, that looked painful.
Take that!
Looks like it's blown up!
I found it.
Bring the eye!
Simple, but effective.
Never take... Oh yeah! Fire in the hole! Been saving this one. Sucks to be you! Ready to face the music? It's go time!
Don't play too hard.
Got a bullet for ya! It's go time!
Here goes!
You have my aid.
Rosetta, always so beautiful.
Elegance is all about consistency, dear.
Bring it! Fire! Bring out the big gun! Got a bullet for ya! Take that! Put the eye! Take that! It's go time! Bet it all on the bullet! Heads up, people! Fire in the hole! This is gonna burn! Go time! Got a bullet for ya!
What the heck are those little things?
Looks like a ranged attack. A final ace up its gauntlet. It's getting
Bring
ready
out
to
the
strike.
big gun!
Stay focused.
Go time!
Hurry!
Hold on, I'm coming.
Give me your hand.
Ready to go!
Don't mind me. Just trying to breathe.
Brace yourselves for the next surge of power.
Put up a show.
Stop its assault. Destroy those frozen fangs.
Hurry! Big four!
Trigger finger is itching.
There's too many.
Let's do this. Bet it all on... Too late to run away, bud. Got a bullet for ya. Bring out the big gun.
What do you think?
Trigger finger is itching. Got a bullet for ya.
Get those bicycles!
Rain hell on
You said it! It's hurting! Pedal to the metal, people!
It's go time. Fire! Little present for ya.
When the lights aren't on, it's
bullet
run
for ya.
faster! Careful, you don't lose
Bring
track
out the
of
big gun.
No falling under my watch.
Here goes. Blast them full of holes. Piercing punishment. EO.
I know!
Don't let up.
Rosetta!
I'm right behind you.
Take that. Hot enough for ya?
Captain, way ahead of me! Captain, play!
Bring it.
Prominence flare!
Good hustle, people.
Let's stay cautious!
Temperature drop.
Nice move.
Careful when you approach.
It's go time. Oh, crud. I'm up.
What do you think?
We've got to get it broke down!
This is gonna
Eyes
burn.
on the prize,
Heads up,
everybody!
people.
Trigger.
Take it.
The roses shall protect
Let's go! Sure thing!
You
Don't
got
mind
it.
if I do.
It's go time. Fire in the hole. This should do the trick.
No falling under my
Bring out the big gun. Trigger finger is itching. Bet it all on little present for ya. Been saving this one. Hot enough for ya? Let's do this.
Here it comes again!
Trying to wear us out, huh? Not gonna work.
It's getting ready to
Trigger
strike.
finger is
Stay
itching.
focused.
Go time.
Are you injured?
Don't let up!
Keep fighting! You are not clear of danger! Brace yourselves for the next surge of power!
Holy!
Rocket's not gonna make it!
What is this sucker? Thought you had me? Think again.
Shut down so many of these fights! Just give up already! It's alright. What could I do without you?
Hey, come on!
What do you think? I will love you.
Got a bullet for you! Heads up, people! Talks to you!
There's too many.
Trigger finger is it?
You
should.
The dice aren't gone! It's a lot faster! Careful you don't lose track of it!
Better last hurdle before the finish line, huh? I'm down to race. Too late to run away, but
Oh, primeval
trigger
god,
finger is itching.
I beg your forgiveness.
It's go time. Ah, trigger finger is itching. Fire!
Hello? Is anyone there? It's only temporary, but I fixed up the ship to get her flying again.
Oh, goody.
You don't sound very happy. Did something happen?
Lyria, she...
Hang in there. I'll come grab you guys ASAP.
Captain...
That's a bitter pill to swallow.
It was a pitiful outcome, despite my presence.
No, even I assumed they wouldn't control the primeval gods. And there's the matter of Lyria's odd behavior.
Her eyes were empty, as if her soul were caged. What's more, the blue choker she wore did not sit right with me.
A blue choker? Like a collar around her neck? Could it be?
Could it be what, Roland? Is it a clue?
Possibly. Just a story I heard a while back. If, rumors are to be believed, the Church of Avia has been toying with a forbidden implement.
what now?
The Mind Sealer. A tool that binds one's will, leaving them open to manipulation. Given its inhumane nature, the use of such an artifact was supposedly banned.
Ugh, if those buttheads are using something like that, then they're worse than trash.
Couldn't we just smash the cursed thing to pieces?
I don't advise using force to break it. That would put Lyria's life in danger.
Eh, I figured it wouldn't be that easy.
What about nullifying its influence?
I have a connection in Seed Hollow who knows his curios. I bet he could tell us more.
You intend to ask the family Zathba? Informants don't cooperate without a price.
Hey, deep down he's got a heart of gold. It'll work out.
Wishful thinking.
Thanks again, Roland. We'd be up the creek without you.
Always glad to help. Remember, when Mr. Fix-It's on the case, nothing is impossible.
Got that right. Fixing our airship while it's stuck on a freezing mountain? Wow.
Alas, I merely applied bandages. What she really needs is servicing in Seed Hollow. And on that note, I say we take to the skies. I'll show you the way.
Neat.
You're coming with me.
Neat.
We better get going. We have to find a way to help Lyria.
We finally caught up to Lyria, but her eyes had lost their spark. When I called her name, she didn't respond. She didn't hear me. The Lyria we know and love, it's like she wasn't in there anymore. What is Avia plotting? With so many mysteries left unsolved, I get the feeling this is just the beginning. But for now, we need to dig up info on this Mind Sealer thing. We flew through the night without ever stopping. I can see our next island, hugged by dawn's warming light. Call that amber glow false hope, but I'll take it.
Ooh, the city is huge! There's stuff everywhere!
Let your true self shine.
Baked here in Seed
Lowest prices in town. Money back guaranteed.
Welcome. This is Sega Grande Skydom's largest city, Seed Hollow.
Whew. The good news is the Grand Cipher's gonna be okay.
She's in good hands. Luckily, the ship escaped severe damage. Should be a quick fix.
Sorry to keep piling stuff on you. Appreciate it, buddy.
So about this family Zothba or whatever, you know where to find them?
I sure do. Their boss supposedly operates in this district. Information brokers don't exactly advertise to the public. He runs a bar as a front.
Sounds like he's got his stuff together.
I guess you'll find out for yourself when you meet him. Follow me. Let's start by heading to the main square. The bar should be in a back alley somewhere.
Huh. Guess that's one way to design a ship. Always cool to see how other places build their rides.
Wait till... No.
Hey, so... No. Hello there. Right. What do you think? All right, see you.
Rare spirits,
Okay.
and not the kind that want to haunt you. Then.
Daddies ain't got nothing on you. You ready for some action?
Yes.
And so... Nice. Good.
And also,
What can I do you for? Not everyone gets to see the good stuff. We have a wide selection of sigils. Appreciate the support.
Oh.
oh dear.
I smell a new mission. That's it. It's easier than eating apples.
Skyfarers, I can make just about anything. Don't break it now. I'll handle it. Success. Always aim for the top. What kind of weapons you need? It's a success. handle it? Good. Once your weapon's tempered, I can make just about anything. Sigil enhancement? Got it. What should I strengthen? Come back sometime.
Window shoppers welcome! You'll love what you see!
Excuse me.
Get that extended warranty for your airship!
Wait.
Best prices in town!
Let's kick some tail. Easier than eating apples.
Get right up, folks! Keep your eyes on my...
Excuse me.
I smell a new mission. Easier than eating apples. Ready for some action? What?
All right.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that should work. Not bad.
That's the stuff.
Yes, breakfast sandwiches. Come to the soup and decide.
Come to view the requests?
Piloting an airship ain't easy work, but whether it's plotting a windward course or conducting some routine maintenance, you can always count on experience and intuition. Ha! Just a little further! Finally, the Grand Cipher broke through the nebulous shadows and turbulent winds of the Grim Basin, and to greet us on the other end was our reward, the brilliant clear blue. It was a panoramic azure, dappled by silver-white clouds and gleaming from the light of a new day. Always an exhilarating sight to behold. And judging by the cries of celebration starting to spread across the deck, I took it my crewmates would agree. Damn, who'd have ever thought a young dreamer from Port Breeze would make it all the way out to these skies? The Grand Cipher and I, we'd gone through thick and thin together. It's a long story, but it all started on that fateful day I met the captain. I haven't looked back since. Right then, landing maintenance. Fuel stores, full. Engine, all clear. We were ready to disembark into the unknown. What awaited us in the Zega Grande Skydom? As uneasy as I was, I couldn't help but feel a teensy bit giddy with excitement. Ah, the Grand Cipher. Ever since I found her abandoned behind a cliff, it was love at first sight. I was just a kid, but I had lofty dreams of repairing that ramshackle airship and taking her to the skies. Back then, I didn't know the difference between a porthole and port side, but I was determined. I dove into books bigger than my head, and I learned basic airship repair, helmsmanship, the whole kit and caboodle. After a ton of elbow grease, the day had come. The Grand Cipher was finally ready for a test flight. I still remember how my hands trembled as I grabbed the rudder. And wouldn't you know it, she actually lifted off the ground for me. Nothing quite like watching your first love take to the skies, is there? But before I could take it all in, my dreams came crashing down. I mean, literally, the Grand Cipher sunk like a damn meteor. 100 different things could have caused it, but that didn't matter. Years of work went kaput in the blink of an eye. Betrayed by the very skies I longed for, I was crushed. Looking back now, it sounds stupid, I know, but it really felt like I had nothing to live for. I put all my hopes into that hunk of scrap. Laugh if you want, but some pits are too deep to crawl out of, especially when you look up for freedom and all you see is the expansive crystal blue of your tormentor. Don't worry, my pity party wouldn't last for too much longer. You see, my dreams had crashed like a meteor.
But ironically enough, it was the meteoric rise of the Erste Empire that would bring the captain into my life. Salvation was on the horizon. Just as I'd given up on flying, the Erste Empire had arrived in Port Breeze, and they were hell-bent on exploiting our local protector, the primal beast of wind, Tiamat.
Their twisted machinations caused her to go on a rampage. Port Breeze was in peril. Fortunately, we had an ace up our sleeve, Lyria. Thing is, Lyria needed to get close to Tiamat, which meant we had to go up, and to go up, we needed to fly. I thought I'd already closed that chapter of my life when the skies betrayed me, but lives were on the line.
Quick, get on the Grand Cipher!
I don't know what got into me. She fell once before. Hell, I knew she might fall again. Nothing like a healthy fear of death to keep you grounded, eh? But the people of Port Breeze and my new crewmates had entrusted their fates to my piloting skills. My own fear was insignificant. All I needed to do was trust myself too. It's a damn shame it took me this long. But I'm back now, and ready to face the skies if you'll have me. As the Grand Cipher's engine purred to life, I knew I would no longer be encumbered by fear. I gripped the mast with pride as I set our course directly above to the rampaging Tiamat. Lyria quelled the primal beast, and catastrophe had been averted. Not to mention, I could finally dream again. Ever since that day, I've been the helmsman for the Grand Cipher and its crew. It's been one hell of a ride. I've since formed a pact with good old Tiamat and made amends with the shipwright primal who built the Grand Cipher, Noah. So, Zega Grande Skydom might be uncharted territory, but my role remains the same, to see our crew arrive safely, no matter the destination. And that includes Estalucia. Some folks might call reaching the end of the skies an impossible dream, but I ain't too worried. With the Grand Cipher as our wings, anything's possible. Call it a side effect of being a helmsman, but my ears tend to laser in on any talk of airships. Then again, damn near anybody could have heard this guy shouting.
No! No! You can't do this! She's still skyworthy! She can still fly!
The distraught man was making a scene outside. 3 seemingly unfazed onlookers surrounded him. Between all the belly aching, I pieced together the man's story. He was an engineer, was upset that an airship called the Nautilus was set to be decommissioned. His 3 friends, meanwhile, were telling him to see reason that an old ship like that would be more useful as scrap. Reminded me of the Port Breeze days, back when my own dreams seemed like unscalable walls. The 3 onlookers were a young helmsman, a young mechanic, and an older merchant. They presented a unified front against the engineer, countering each of his arguments threefold whenever he opened his mouth to protest. As much as I wanted to help the guy, the trio were speaking the truth. Repairing the damn thing would cost buckets of rupees, and you can't fix an airship on gumption alone. Trust me, I've tried. Them's the breaks, kid.
I turned to leave. None of my business, right? But dumb old me, I had to pause as my ears caught what he said next.
We made a pact, didn't we? Don't you remember? The Nautilus. You promised that we would take her to the skies.
He could barely hold it together. You could hear it in his voice, the desperation as he clung to a quickly fading dream. It was a feeling all too familiar to me.
Come again.
Then,
Let's talk. Sigil enhancement? Got it. Don't forget about upkeep.
Hello there.
I mean, sure, the Nautilus may be old, but she's got plenty of potential. She could easily outpace any other cargo ship in the fleet, at least 3 times faster.
Found the poor bastard blathering his woes at a tavern in Folka. The seat next to his happened to be conveniently open, so I took it. Without so much as asking my name, he launched into story after story. It was clear he still needed to vent. Apparently, he just recently started his career as an engineer. Planned on restoring the Nautilus. It would revitalize the local economy, help Folka this, assist Timpil that. He went on and on, but I knew he wasn't going to feel better until he confronted the actual issue at hand. Don't get me wrong, I think it's great you want to help your home like this, but that's not the real reason you're upset, is it?
That obvious, huh? I made a promise to my friends. One day we'd fly our beloved Nautilus across the skies together.
But the ship in question was long past its heyday and had deteriorated beyond the point of conventional repair. Time is a cruel but patient mistress, and among the original Nautilites, only Kent had yet to accept reality. After he finished his explanation, silence fell between us. Well, until another man frantically stumbled into the tavern. I'd seen him somewhere before. Oh yeah, one of the naysayers from earlier, the merchant.
Somebody help! Anybody! Monsters are ransacking my precious cargo!
I was torn. Do my civil duty as a skyfarer and save the cargo, or help this ass determined to crush the dreams of my newfound friend? So, I asked Kent.
What? Of course you should help him!
Not a moment's hesitation from the kid. I liked that. This would have been the perfect moment to ensure the continued survival of the Nautilus, at least in the short term. But despite that, Kent didn't think twice about helping his fellow man. Hell yeah, Kent. I'll see what I can do.
Well, another day, another dime.
According to the merchant, our destination should be around here. Just hope there's anything left to save. Let's get moving.
The cargo should be right up ahead. We're almost there.
Goblins? What the hell are they doing here?
Come on! Beat this! Go time! Between the eyes!
Don't say we didn't warn you.
That all? Between the eyes!
Oh,
Come, my rose valley.
Take that!
Not bad, if I say so myself. Now then, where were we?
Come! Bring it! Between the eyes! Come on!
That must be the cargo we're looking for.
Come on!
Cargo's safe and sound. Maybe. Looks like it's been rummaged through.
Watch out, Rackham! We've got goblins and wyverns on our trail!
They'll say more than that to dupe us.
Dragon Ray! Go all out!
Full bloom.
Yes, sure. Things are about to get dicey. Just don't let them get close to the cargo.
Refreshing, isn't it?
Go time!
They're still horrible!
Take that!
Stay sharp, everybody!
Come!
I'll burn you up!
What do you think?
Don't be confused. Working this!
Full bloom. I will love you tender.
Take that! Bring it! Bet it all on the bullet!
What do you think?
Too hot to handle!
Come, Crimson Thorn.
Don't let up! That all?
So the big shot finally decided to show up, huh?
Well, you're going down like the rest of them.
Want more? Don't.
Take that!
What do you think?
You monsters screwed up big time today, because you chose to mess with the best crew to ever cross these skies. Ha! How you guys feeling?
Oh, you're a lifesaver. How could I ever thank you?
You want to thank someone? Thank him. I gestured toward Kent. The man's face filled with shame as the irony dawned on him.
So it was you, huh? Hey, listen. I'm sorry about earlier. I could have heard you out.
After the merchant left, I wanted to focus on the next goal at hand. Putting some wind back in the Nautilus's sails. So I proceeded to do some intelligent and, dare I say, brilliant thinking on the topic when Kent asked what I was talking about. Whoops, must have been thinking out loud again. You just wait and see.
Is your stomach growling?
Gotta maintain your firearm.
Yes, can I help you?
How many times do I gotta say it? Getting parts to fix the Nautilus out here in the boonies is next to impossible.
I've never been good with women. My words never come out quite the way I mean for them to. I thought maybe Miss Mechanic would be on board, but... I probably shouldn't be doing this behind Kent's back anyway.
I'm telling you, I've tried everything. Sure, I'd love to see her fly again, but it's time to... get real. Right?
Hey, come on. That was against the rules. How was I supposed to keep a stern attitude against that blubbering mess? When I finally got a word in edgewise, I let her know I already had the parts she needed. Picked them up here and there, across Fanta Grande and Nala Grande. Here, this what you need? I'll cut you a deal.
Wait, how? Where in the skies did you find these?
Caught up in her excitement, she leapt at me. Whoa, not so close, Missy. Of course, she paid me no regard. It was the parts she had her eyes on.
Some modifications here and there, I could... Yeah. I can't believe it! The dream is alive!
Yep, the dream was alive. She didn't have to say it. The look on her face was enough. All that hubbub from earlier was nowhere to be found. After forking over the payment, she happily took the spare parts off my hands. She also made sure to plant a big fat kiss on my cheek before scurrying off. Sheesh, at least warn a guy beforehand, right? Women, I swear. In any case, the winds were starting to blow back in their favor.
If I hadn't met Master Zaka on that fateful day, if he hadn't saved me, there's no way I'd be where I am now. I'm from the Vault's Duchy. where the weather's sweltering all year long, thanks to a river of lava that flows through the island. My hometown might not have been the most scenic place, but as long as I had Master Zaka with me, I was happy. After traveling for so long, I can finally say that with pride. Before I left on my journey, I was completely clueless. When my master went missing, I just ran around like a chicken with its head cut off. I was looking for something, anything that would help me find him, and that's when I met the crew. The reason behind his disappearance turned out to be even worse than I could have imagined. The Earthstate Empire had driven him out of his mind. They had manipulated him into awakening the primal beast that had lain dormant beneath the ground, Colossus. Fortunately, I was able to break through to him, thwarting the Empire's attempt to exploit Colossus's powers for conquest. I learned that they were doing all sorts of horrible things, even to their own people, in order to achieve their goals. My master was a kind person who never hesitated to help those in need. I resented the Empire for making him suffer. And I couldn't just sit around when there was work to be done. That's why I decided to join the crew. To stick it to those Empire jerks and give their victims something to smile about. A few years before I met the crew, I lost my parents to an epidemic. I mourned their deaths for who knows how long. I could barely even bring myself to face reality each morning. With no living relatives in vaults, I was like a ship adrift at sea. I had nowhere to go and nowhere to belong. Until one day, my master reached out his hand to me. I was so depressed I just kept staring at the ground. But that gentle smile never left his face as he asked me, "Why do you look so sad?" There was something in his voice that made me look up. When I did, a beautiful bouquet of flowers appeared in his hand, seemingly out of thin air. I had no idea how he'd done it, but I knew it must have been some kind of parlor trick. But he insisted it was magic. What a goofball, right? Saying that when he can use real magic. But it was just the magic I needed at that moment. Beautiful and kind. He went on to show me all kinds of incredible spells, the likes of which I'd never seen before. Watching him made me smile at a time when I thought I'd forgotten how. My master would always say that magic exists to make people happy. Something about that spoke to me. It made me want to become a mage just like him. So I signed myself up as his disciple, begging him to teach me magic. I'll never forget how happy I was when he told me I had talent. After all, if he was right, that meant I had the potential to make people smile too. One day, shortly after I joined the crew, I suddenly lost the ability to use magic. No matter how many times I tried casting a spell, nothing happened. I had no clue what to do. The rest of the crew thought Master Zaka might have the answers I needed, so we set sail for vaults. It'd been forever since I'd been back home. My master was thrilled to see how much I'd grown. I opened my mouth to ask him about my problem, but when I saw how happy he looked, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I'd promised him that I'd come back as a great mage, but there I was, unable to cast even a single spell. The last thing I wanted was for him to be disappointed in me. Around that time, an epidemic returned to vaults, the same disease that had claimed the lives of my parents. Wanting to keep it from spreading any further, my master headed to the clinic to speak with the people who'd been infected. But he ended up getting sick too. The source of the epidemic turned out to be an evil spirit that revealed itself to us right there in the clinic. I immediately confronted it. That rotten creature had already taken my parents from me. I wasn't gonna let it take anyone else. Determined to make it pay, I raised my staff, but nothing happened. I'll never forget how it felt to watch, helplessly, as my parents' killer got away. The crew gave chase, but I continued to stand where I was. Without my magic, I didn't see the point. I'd just end up getting in the way. All I could do was watch as my masters suffered, withering away. Nothing had changed since the last time. But you know, it wasn't all bad. In search of a solution to my magic loss at the local library, I happened to come across a beautiful golden staff, one left to me by my mother. That's when Master Zaka revealed that my mother had been a mage too. On the verge of tears, I clenched my staff tightly in frustration. My beloved home and master were being threatened by a disease-spreading spirit, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. Just as I began feeling completely hopeless, the staff began to glow. Somehow I could feel it encouraging me, empowering me. So what if I couldn't use magic? Surely there were other ways to help everyone. Unable to stand around doing nothing any longer, I ran off to find the crew. When I finally tracked them down, they'd already been rendered powerless by the disease. That left me as the only person who could fight. There wasn't a second to lose. It was that moment when I decided I was done running away. I'd promised myself a long time ago that I was going to use my magic to make people happy. Filled with newfound resolve, I heard a voice coming from the staff. Mom? Is that you? The voice told me to visualize the power flowing through me. As I did, I could feel magic welling up inside me, flooding out from deep within. With my mom's help, I was able to defeat the evil spirit. As soon as it was gone, light erupted from my staff. I turned to see the rest of the crew climbing to their feet, their symptoms gone. The power spread through the entire island of Valt's Duchy, eliminating the disease and bringing smiles back to the people. Things were a little touch and go there for a while, but in the end, everyone pulled through, and I've been able to use my magic without any issue ever since. I just know it's because my mom is watching over me through my staff. Thanks to her, I can keep traveling with the crew, using the staff she left me to bring out more smiles along the way.
Our adventure began with a strange light falling over my home island of Zinkenstill. I chased it to the impact site, where I found a blue-haired girl named Lyria and a knight, Catalina. The girl was shaken, and pretty soon I learned the reason why. She was on the run from Erste Empire soldiers. I knew an unfair fight when I saw one, so I stepped up to protect Lyria from those overbearing jerks. Catalina and I fended them off well enough, but when their backs were in the corner, they released a fire-breathing hydra. It charged me, sending me flying into the tree line. Moments away from death, all I could think about was Dad. He'd been the one who trained me, and he'd done a great job, but, well, who expects their daughter to get attacked by a five-headed horror? He was going to be devastated. So, it's all over. Just as I began to sink into darkness, a gentle light enveloped my body. Lyria, wreathed by a mystical halo, was floating above me with her hand outstretched. She explained that she was going to merge our life forces. Fortunately, it worked. From that moment forward, Lyria and I would be inextricably linked. Looking into her blue eyes, I knew I had nothing to fear. Not even death itself. 2 people, 1 life. A greater whole. Lyria had taken a huge risk to save me. Now, if one of us got hit with a fatal blow, it was curtains for both. And that thought awakened in me a desperate hunger for survival. For life. The next moment, Lyria and I felt this reverberation of power. The torrent of emotion rushing from me had awakened something. Darkness and flames swirled around us, coalescing into a massive dragon, Bahamut. With him on our side, we made short work of the Imperial Hydra. Now that their trump card had been blasted into oblivion, the Imperial Army had no choice but to run. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't chased that light. No Lyria, no lifelink, no adventure. Yeesh, I probably wouldn't even have set foot off of Zinkenstill. Fate's a funny thing, isn't it? Since meeting Lyria, we've seen our fair share of joy and happiness, and pain and suffering. But the Grand Cypher crew doesn't buckle under pressure. We'll take on anything the journey throws at us. No regrets. Now, where was I? Oh, right. We just humiliated the Empire, who probably had reserves waiting somewhere close by. We realized we needed to get off Zinkenstill. Fast. The Empire was not going to rest while Lyria was on the loose, and I figured that since we shared a life force now and all, it was in everyone's best interest if we stayed together. Plus, I'd always wanted to explore the far reaches of the skies, though doing it on the run, not what I had in mind. Ugh. There was so much to think about, so much to decide. But all of those plans could come after we had escaped Zinkenstill. I didn't want a whole army, this time with, I don't know, 30 Hydras marching on my home island. And, well, I had another, more personal reason for wanting to leave. Before I knew it, our journey was at an end. The end. As in, we'd reached the end of the skies. My daughter, I'm waiting for you on Estalucia. I thought about Dad's letter. I missed him. When I was young, he would take me to the edge of the island, and we'd sit there, admiring the clouds. I wanted so badly to explore those skies, just like Dad. I had to see him again. And now, I wouldn't have to make that journey alone. With Vern, Lyria, and Catalina at my side, we commandeered a small Imperial craft and set out for the greatest of destinations, Estalucia. From the moment we left Zinkenstill, our adventures were hectic to say the least. Catalina, who claimed to be an experienced pilot, crashed our small vessel into the gusty fields of Port Breeze. But we quickly pulled ourselves together and found a new ally, and helpsman, in the form of Rackham. Since then, we gained more and more allies, and no matter what obstacle we faced, the crew always worked in tandem to find a solution. It's all thanks to their support that I've made it this far. And what a wild ride it's been! I had never set foot off of Zinkenstill, but now I can't even count the number of islands we've saved, let alone visited. Sure, being a roving band of heroes is difficult, but it's got its perks. New faces, new places, and a whole airship's worth of fun. Who could pass this life up? Anyhoodle, We've just begun the next chapter of our adventure. We discovered another piece of the sky map, which led us to Zega Grande. Yeah, a whole new skydom. Just imagine the danger, the promise. But I knew it was going to be fine. Just another set of memories to add to our ever-growing collection. I hope you're ready, Zega Grande, 'cause here we come!
Skyfarers, we need your aid! Goblins! Goblins in Tempeal!
We were at the dock in Folca, taking care of landing procedures, when a panicked old merchant rushed toward us. In between his wheezing, he explained that a shipment of relief supplies headed for Tempeal had been intercepted by monsters. Tempeal reminded me of Id and how he had totally beat our butts. It was embarrassing, yeah. But what's worse, it reminded me of losing Lyria.
Tempeal, huh? Maybe this time around I can actually help out.
That wasn't Vern's usual peppy tone. He was probably reliving those bad memories, just like me. I guess after you've spent as much time together as we have, you pretty much share a brain. It wasn't going to be a fun journey to Tempeal for either of us, but we were Skyfarers, and desperate times called for brave faces. Anyways, goblins. Smart, fast. That meant we wouldn't have the luxury of time. We needed to throw together the minimum amount of supplies needed for the journey and head out. I turned to Vern so we could discuss game plans, but then I saw his ears were droopy.
If we're fighting goblins, then we should have them licked by lunch.
Something was wrong. But with the hasty flight preparations, I couldn't spare the few minutes to investigate. Pull through it, Vern, I thought. We need you. A little less than an hour later, it was time to depart, but Vern was nowhere to be found.
Hurry, Skyfarers! We can't waste another second!
The later we got there, the more supplies would be stolen or destroyed. This could add up to weeks or even months of delays in Tempeal's restoration. Vern, I hope you're okay, bud. I was worried out of my mind, but a captain's gotta do what a captain's gotta do. I left a message for Vern with the merchant, and we set out.
Goblins? I can't even fight stinking goblins! What good am I? Just a scaredy lizard who brings everybody down. Man. If only I was more like my pal, swinging swords and shooting spells. Then I'd finally be able to help out. Maybe I could have stopped Avia from taking Lyria. Maybe I could have done something. How do you live the skyfaring life without combat skills? Heck, I can't even blow sparks, much less fire. What kind of dragon can't breathe fire? Ha! I tell everybody I'm a cool dragon, but I'm just a faker.
You are unworthy.
You were right, Ed. I'm not worthy. Not worthy of being in the crew. Not worthy of being the captain's best bud.
Ah, finally, here you are! I was looking everywhere for you.
Uh-huh. What did this old dude want with me?
Your captain left you a message. The crew's gone on ahead, but as an indispensable member of the Grand Cipher, they want you with them as soon as possible. And that's an order.
Indispensable? That meant like VIP, right? Me? For a second there, I was about to blow it off. Like, yeah, right, my bud's just saying that. But then I remembered, this crew had always kept it real. No lies, no flattery. Yeah, we kicked butt because we believed in one another. These guys were my best friends. And maybe we weren't perfect. I mean, we lost to Id, but my bud put his captain boots on and got right back up and tried again. It was never about swords or magic. It was about always moving forward, never giving up. And more than anything, it was about being there for each other. What was I worrying about? Who cares if I couldn't fight? There are 1,000,002 ways to help on an adventure. I mean, you try questing without a cook or a healer.
Hello? Merchant of Vern, do you read me? If you're done daydreaming now, I've got a ship ready to go.
It was time to get a move on, or I wasn't worth my scales. Sorry, everybody. Your pal Vern is on his way.
Prepped and ready.
The supply should be this way. Let's move.
Uh-oh, our potion stock's running low. We'll be okay against a few goblins, right?
Hopefully. Just don't overdo it.
Hot enough for ya? Here, have the whole
Hold on
lot.
to my guidance.
I hope Vern's okay.
He was really down, wasn't he? Poor Vern.
Gotta keep it up. Follow my lead. Get out of our way! We're in a hurry here.
Go time.
Over.
Fire!
Got it.
Come, Crimson Sword!
Damn, back for more. Right when we were about to cross the finish line.
I see people! Over there, by the supplies! We have to go help them!
Folks doing okay?
Skyfarers! We're doing better now. We need these supplies to repair Tempio. Please, would you protect them?
We're on it! Take cover, okay?
Unfurl your bluff!
I think that was the last of them.
Thank you. You've saved Tempio's future.
Heads up, goblin reinforcements. Just don't quit.
Did you miss me? Took me forever to catch up. Vern!
Vern, was that an explosive? When did you get bombs?
Here come more of those stinking gobbles. Can you take them?
Sure can.
Here, have the whole magazine.
What do you think? I will love that tale.
This should do the trick.
Full bloom!
My parts are coming from above.
Always double back.
If those goblins manage to steal any more of the supplies, then the relief effort's good as done. No kidding. They've already hauled half our grain to higher ground.
Higher ground? Sounds like a job for a cool dragon.
That's a great idea, Vern.
Put your wings to use.
Are you sure you can manage? What if the goblins fought you?
Piece of cake! I'll be back in 30 seconds or your money back!
Oh, I got camo to
Crimson
spare.
Thorn.
Too hot I found some of the stolen supplies! They're safe and sound!
Roses, come fight us. Try to break through.
Now they're in for it!
What do you think?
Here's the second one!
I feel better already.
Potion! Everyone feeling better?
Thanks, Vern! You're a lifesaver.
Those goblins are getting nasty! Don't fall for their trick! Armor break!
You guys okay?
Sorry to trouble you.
I got 'em all back! Those stinking gobbos didn't get a single sack!
The enemy have started their retreat. I think the worst has passed.
Thanks to you Skyfarers, Tempeal's finally gonna be rebuilt. We owe you everything.
Vern was the real MVP.
Aw, shucks. I bet you say that to all your lifelong pals.
We kick butt! After we'd secured the supplies, Vern talked about how he didn't think he was good enough for the crew. Obviously, he was the only one that felt that way. I'd always appreciated his support. During fights, he was a supply runner, lookout, and cheerleader. And both on and off the battlefield, he was my courage. But even the best people, and dragons, get discouraged sometimes. I really should have been more vocal about my appreciation. But he knows now. We won the day because he came flying to the rescue. Just like I knew he would.
I'll always be there for you, pal.
He was back to his old self, basking in the praise of the crew, which caused his ego to swell like a balloon, but hey, who doesn't need a little confidence boost after a dip? And Vern, let me just say it now. I value you and all the hard work you do. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Yeah? All right.
Is your stomach growling?
Hello there. Sometime after our mission in Tempeal, we bumped into the old merchant in Folka.
Well, look who the cat dragged in. Thanks for handling things in Tempeal. You all deserve the best.
Tempeal had been roughed up by Furykin's rampage, and all of the locals were busy repairing the damage. The work we did that day had been crucial to those recovery efforts.
Out of curiosity, my young lizard friend, were you much help to your crew?
Uh-oh, he said the L word. I turned to Vern, ready for his usual furious tagline.
Thanks, Pops. You really helped me see the light.
Huh. This was new. The old man threw an apple to Vern and they exchanged a nod. Then, without explaining this bizarre bond between them that just came out of the blue, he left.
Does anyone else feel like the space-time continuum just broke?
Io was staring dumbfounded at the small dragon, who was already happily munching away on a tart Granny Smith. Had he matured enough to ignore his most hated of hated insults?
Seriously, this is just too much to believe. He called you a lizard and everything. Maybe the ship will be a little quieter from now on, huh? Hold it! I ain't no lizard! And don't you say that in front of the apple. What if it hears you?
Maybe he'd get there in another adventure or two.
Zega Grande, the forgotten skydom. As I gazed into its perennial blue, I reflected on my last time here, during my travels with him. My memories of this place were distant, yet unforgettable.
Have you been here before, Rosetta?
Hmm? Perhaps I have. Who can say? Eventually, I'll share my tales of the captain's father and our journey together. When the time is ripe, of course. But first, I would need to sort through my own emotions. It was here in these skies that we would eventually part. I know. In the eyes of eternity, our time together lasted no longer than a blink. Yet his impact on me felt nothing short of eternal. Indeed, it wasn't nostalgia that I felt upon revisiting these skies. Rather, it was the significance of this place and all that transpired here that weighed heavily upon my heart. During the war, primal beasts were exploited by the Astrals as instruments of battle. Withered and fated, one primal would eventually drift to Lumacier Archipelago, making a home for herself. Over time, she grew accustomed to the comforts of its forests and the serenity they offered. It was a far cry from the brutalities of war. Centuries would pass until a young man stumbled upon her domain, forever altering the course of her life. She engaged him in a vicious battle, but was ultimately humbled in defeat. Accepting her fate, she resigned herself to death. However, the man would sheath his blade and, to her surprise, asked if she would join him on a journey across the skies. A primal beast was supposedly no more than an astral weapon. Beings born to be controlled, manipulated, and ill-used since time immemorial. She had never entertained the idea of something more. In fact, she hardly had a name for herself. Well, she did have a moniker, but it was a meaningless one, whose sole purpose was to identify her as a weapon. Perhaps out of pity, perhaps out of kindness, the man bestowed upon her a new name. It was from that moment she would truly blossom. Rosetta. It was his gift to her, one she would treasure and love for eternity. With every union comes an inevitable separation. When his journey neared its final chapters, as he took up arms against the god of destruction, I returned to the forests of Lumacier. After my return to the archipelago, I briefly longed for his companionship, but the flora and fauna kept me company. Decades came and went, and one day I would encounter yet another young visitor to the island. There was no mistaking it. This was his offspring. I realized at that very moment the time had come. He had entrusted this child to me from the ends of the skies. My heart swelled, but I concealed my excitement, flashing naught but a smile at the young captain. I would join the up-and-coming Skyfarers crew on the Grand Cipher for another journey across the skies, this time as a bystander. During their travels, they would experience joys and triumphs alongside loss and hardship. I continued to observe from afar, doing my best to obscure my true intentions. My roots were well planted in the past. Knowing what I knew, would I be able to act as a part of their crew in earnest? Before long, my ambivalence would come to a head. My convictions had begun to waver. Was this the right approach? Of course, I was conscious of reality. I knew their journey wouldn't be easy. They would have to face the harsh life the skies had in store for them. And with our foes only becoming more and more cumbersome even for myself, could I possibly protect them? My presence on the Grand Cipher was inconsequential, and at worst, a hindrance to the crew. I thought if I weren't here, the captain, EO, the entire crew would handle themselves just fine. Perhaps the time had come to retire to the forests once more. But as I was preparing to leave, EO grabbed my hand so sweetly, so innocently, and said she needed me to stay. I couldn't bring myself to abandon her. I would be the bystander no longer. Everyone in the crew had a role to play, and I would be the exception no more. Finally, I found my purpose. I was free to experience the skies once again, hand in hand with the captain. It wasn't duty or obligation that anchored me to this crew. It was love. And I promised to always protect them. I would leave no regrets in the skies. Thus, our journey continued. Only this time I felt that I was a true member of the Grand Cipher.
All right, see you.
Daddies ain't got nothing on you. What?
All right.
Oh dear.
Window shoppers welcome! You'll love what you see!
Excuse me.
Step right up,
wait.
folks! Feast your eyes on my incredible merchandise!
Let's kick some tail. Easier than eating apples.
Window shoppers welcome! You'll love what you see!
My. That's it.
Let's talk. Which one? Show me. Come back sometime. Got an order? What should I strengthen? I'll unlock its hidden potential. Let's kick it up a notch. Huh. Well, look at that. I'll unlock its hidden potential. Always aim for a complete success. Let's kick it up and unlock! Always aim for the top. A complete success. I'll handle it. Good. Let's kick it up a notch. I'll handle it. Success. I'll unlock its hidden potential. I'll handle it. Good. Always aim for the top. Don't forget about upkeep.
All right.
Gotta keep studying, just like Master taught me. My magical reserves keep growing.
How lovely.
Training sure pays off.
Ben.
Good food, good prices. Wow!
Let's start by heading to the main square. The bar should be in a back alley somewhere.
Huh. Guess that's one way to design a ship. Always cool to see how other places build their rides.
Wait till you visit the other districts. I'd love to give a grand tour, but...
No biggie. Besides, sightseeing will be a lot more fun once Lyria's back with us.
Very true. I'd better start brushing up on my tour guide skills.
Hey, so...
So then...
Hey.
Yep.
Ah, great. It's locked.
Hello.
Hello. Oh. Indeed.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, embarrassing.
Hello. Yes.
Of course, Seed Hollow wouldn't be complete without a blacksmith and alliance rep. If you need to use their services, now's the time.
I'm all ears. Got an order for a new weapon? Come again.
You've got all kinds of flowers here. No wonder the city smells so good.
I guess that's where the seed in Seed Hollow comes from.
They're coming with me.
This city goes all the way to the island's edge.
Yes, each district has its own dock, which makes it easy to get around by airship.
Peekaboo. You're mine.
Found anything you like? I've got a few more options behind the counter.
All right.
Well, shoot. Let me think about this.
Right.
All right.
You're Skyfarers? Sorry, you can't pass through here.
The aristocracy lives in that district. It's closed to the general public, so let's check elsewhere.
Ready for some action?
I think I've been here before.
Ready for some action? Mission complete!
That's it.
Tulips, daisies, orchids. Spruce up your home.
We probably should have made an appointment. Oh well, we'll make it work.
Freshest bread you've ever tasted. Come try a sample. Oh.
Trust me, the Arlenberg nephew. Well, now.
Just can't find what you like? I love to barter. What can I trade you for? Never hurts to have some backup, right? Your patronage is always a pleasure.
You got a second?
Ready for some action? Baddies ain't got nothing on you. Judging from your gear, are you perhaps Skyfarers? Welcome. This is Rafal's Seed Hollow branch. Please come again. Fresh veggies for sale. Pumpkins and cabbage. Discount free. Buy one, get one free. Come on, if you're hunting for quality bargains, then you come
You're mine.
for a limited time only. I'm slashing all my prices in half.
Excuse me.
Let's kick some tail! If you're hunting for quality bargains, you come to the right
Peekaboo.
place.
All right.
The only place where take a look and pick
Buy from me and you'll
My shop is the only place where it can't hurt just to look around.
I think I've been here before.
Yes. All right.
This estate belongs to a VIP. Are we gonna have a problem here?
No. We must have taken a wrong turn somewhere.
For a limited time only, I'm slashing all my prices in half.
Spruce up your home with some new colors.
We probably should have made an appointment. Oh well, we'll make it work.
I've got a few more options behind the counter.
Man, this sucks.
Totally. So much freaking work to do.
Say, don't you two work for Zothba?
Who's asking? Ah, snap, it's rolling. Where you been hiding, man? Thanks for always looking out for the boss.
No, quite the opposite. Zothba has always been the one bailing me out. That info on Avia was spot on. But enough about that. It looks like you gentlemen are in a bit of a pickle.
A pickle? Nah, man. We're swamped with work right now. Everyone in the family's fully booked.
So, if you got biz with the boss, could you maybe go chill and come back later?
Huh. I get you're busy, but we're also on the clock here.
So what I'm hearing is, once these errands of yours are cleared out, that'll open up Zothba's schedule. Is that right?
More or less. Not like our mountain of work is gonna get smaller anytime soon, though.
Got it. Captain, what do you say to lending these fine fellows a hand?
Anything to help Lyria.
Right. We need info. And if it takes a little elbow grease, then let's grease it up.
There you go. Meet your newest co-workers. And not just any coworkers. These Skyfarers have an impressive resume.
For real? Awesome. Thanks.
We appreciate it. And for starters, you think you could check in with a buddy of ours? He should be at the market.
Haha! Let's kick some tail!
Uh-huh.
Hey!
Hey!
Dorm, get in! Feels like I'm in a main... Hey, ready for some action? Yeah!
Oh.
For a limited time only, I'm slashing all my prices in half.
Spruce up your home with some new color.
Nah, then you've come to the right place.
Take a look.
Yes. Excuse me?
Big as an airship. Ready for some action?
Yo, I got the word. Ready to roll up your sleeves? Here's the deal. Some bigwig lost something in the city. Something really dangerous. I, can't handle it myself without my legs turning to jelly. Talked with an Alliance rep. I, left the details with them.
You'll be wondering, why haven't I bought this already?
Huh? You're looking for something dangerous? Oh, you must mean that. Yeah. I know a few folks that might be able to help you out. I'll write down what they look like. Go see what they have to say.
Yes.
Zothva's people have you looking for a dangerous thing? Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess you could call it dangerous. Try looking in places with shade, but be careful. Never know what might jump out at you.
Wait, so the thing is alive? Ugh, this is making my beard bristle.
Yes.
Come on, people, don't miss this.
If you're hunting for quality or
Behind the counter. You're looking for something a magnet lost. That could only be one thing. Yep, no doubt about it. If it's what I think it is, you'll find it in an alley.
Why can't you just tell us what it is? Oh, whatever. Let's move on to the next person.
Skies above skies, the heavens have anointed me as their beacon. Raise your eyes to the blue. That which you seek may come from above.
These are eyes to the blue. What are you talking about?
Look in the shade. Above our heads? Down an alley? Is that what they're telling us?
Maybe. Guess it's time to start crawling the back streets of Seed Hollow.
Neat.
Let's pick some tail. Easier than eating apples.
Okay, so
If you're hunting for quality bargains, then you've come to the right place.
Want to buy something? Got cool stuff.
Welcome. Sigil enhancement. Take care.
Come in the shop, have a look around. You won't be sorry.
Can't decide, huh? Don't worry, there are no wrong choices here.
Don't tell me that's the dangerous thing we've been looking for. It's just a cat. Jeez, how dangerous can it be? Come on, let's get it home.
The client is over the moon. Glad that's over with.
You could have just told us you can't stand cats.
When I was a kid, I got scratched by one. It left a scar on my body and my psyche. Ah, but you don't want to hear about that. Thanks again.
Can't believe we went on a wild cat chase. Why would the family Zothba bother with boring jobs?
I believe being a good information broker means having a finger in every pie, so to speak. In any case, we're making good progress. On to the next task.
Hey!
Right. But... Uh-huh. So then... Right.
Oh.
Hey!
Can't decide, huh?
It'll lend a hand? Couldn't have come at a better time. We're assessing the castle's manpower, but it's not like the guards will volunteer to take a survey. I hate to use the term eavesdrop, but we're short on ears. If you see any castle guards, could you listen in? Out of sight and without getting caught, obviously.
Remember...
What are you staring at?
Nothing. Sneaky duck. Think we can hide here?
I know what I saw. That Harvin was wearing white robes. Matched what was described in the intel report to a T. They say that uniform stood out to one of the deadliest groups in Avia. Obviously, the Silver Wolf Corps is also nothing to sneeze at. But this group uses strange techniques. I should have arrested that Harvin. What if they've already infiltrated the city?
Avia may have already infiltrated Seed Hollow? That's bad news, but good to know.
Indeed.
Remember, keep it hush hush. Is there anywhere we can hide?
Hey! Yeah?
Who are you people? There's nothing to see here.
Uh-oh.
Zothpa's subordinate was right. We have to stay out of sight.
This spot looks good for spying.
Heard the news?
Yeah. They raised the threat level for the Skydom.
They keep sending reinforcements to Tempeel and other islands. Castle defenses will be stretched thin.
It's taking a toll on the public safety team, too. The Church of Avia has been popping up everywhere.
At least we're safe here. Don't have to worry about Seed Hollow getting invaded. Just hope I don't get shipped out.
Mobilizing soldiers out of Seed Hollow is sapping the castle's defenses. People might get edgy if this leaks.
Found anything you like? I've got a few more options.
Remember, keep it hush hush.
Greetings, Skyfarers. Welcome to Seed Hollow.
Ah, cheese it. Where can we eat? Let's camp out here.
So my granddad said the craziest thing the other day.
Well, don't leave me hanging.
You know the Corridor of Peace? Know why they really call it that?
No, why?
It's to honor an astral who once saved us Sky Dwellers.
That's a good one.
What a joke.
That's what I said. They were the ones who conquered us. A compassionate astral. Can you imagine? Now that story I'd like to hear more about. Unfortunately, it has nothing to do with our task. I think we've heard enough. Let's go report this in.
Found anything you like? I've got a few more options behind the counter.
Paxtos tune? How'd it go? I see. I guess we'd better offer some resources to bolster the castle's defenses. By the way, didn't you say something about needing to see the boss? He should be in by now. Why don't you head for the bar?
This Zothpa guy sure likes to dip his talons in everything, huh?
Yes. Thanks to him and his informants, the city's managed to stay relatively peaceful. But I'm going to do him one better and protect every single dweller in these skies.
Really? Are you sure you're not biting off more than you can chew?
Was that too much? Anyway, time to hit the bar.
It's finally time to meet the legend himself. From what I've seen with his underlings, he runs a tight ship.
Damn nobles.
Everyone, meet Zothpa.
That's some jam.
Yeah, I was hoping you could help.
Let's talk business.
You didn't let me finish.
We aren't a charity. Selling info is how we don't starve. And the juicier the intel, the tastier our meals. You want a seat at the table? You gotta bring the bread. Know what I'm saying?
Loud and clear.
And you folks don't strike me as the type that can afford our prices.
I'll say, those hefty ship repair bills add up pretty darn fast.
How about a proposal? You scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours.
We really don't have time for this.
Don't pass on a deal till you've heard every last detail. We've already looked into the mind sealer around your friend's neck. The catalyst stone that'll cancel the magic sleeps in some ruins on Dolly Island.
Are you absolutely certain?
Let me guess. You're giving us the scoop because you want something in return.
Man knows how to cut to the chase. All you resourceful folks have to do is break the seal on those ruins. It just so happens there's hidden treasure in there we'd love to get our hands on. And those are the conditions. Not a bad deal, if you ask me.
Yep, we both get what we want. Seems fair enough.
At this point, I think any lead is worth investigating.
The choice is yours, Captain.
I'll be waiting at the port. Come see me when you've got your answer.
Mr. Shade back there was no ordinary dude.
What? No. Well, now. Right then.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
And also.
So then.
Oh dear.
How do you do? So then. No way. How do you do?
My.
You're coming with me. Nice.
I'll say. Thanks.
I think you painted a different picture of the guy, Roland.
Mr. Shade's back there was no ordinary. Dude, easier than eating apples. Hi, everyone! I'm there. Good tidings. Zalfa wanted to thank you for your hard work. Something about finding hot gossip and shady cats? Skyfaring work sure is something else. Enjoy your gift! The fruit in the market looks so good.
Skyfarer. Ah, sigil enhancement. I can make any weapon you want. Please use it with care. Leave it to me. That went well. Got an order for a new weapon? Tempering your weapons? Leave it to me. Take care.
Good. Too bad it'll have to wait for another day.
Yeah. Who knows when we'll find the time.
Beauty is in the hand of the wielder.
Sweet. All right.
The fruit in the market looks so good. Too bad it'll have to wait for another day.
Yeah. Who knows when we'll find the time to kick back and relax.
I'm sure Lyria will fall in love with this beautiful city.
It's gonna be great showing her around.
Excuse me?
Looking for that special loaf? Look no further. I've got all sorts of items.
Hello. I got you.
I don't got all day. We doing this or not?
I need a little more time to think.
Fine. Talk to me again once you've made up your mind.
Discount free.